What's up, guys? Welcome to my first map tactics episode. The first map is Summit, as shown by my nifty new intro card. Yeah, spent some time on that. I'm liking it. I have a new outro card too. But let's get back to the map tactics. Here's a overview of the map to my spiffy new music that I made a couple days ago in preparation for this. Yeah, this is the first map tactics, so this might be slightly rough. It's still a work in progress, so bear with me. Let's go up here to the sky view, and here is what Summit looks like from the sky. It's a pretty small map. Alright, we're gonna go over the initial spawns. On Summit, there are two factions, Spetsnaz and Black Ops. Black Ops is on the right, Spetsnaz on the left. This is where people will commonly go and where they will respawn. So, as you can see, people love to go up straight through the middle, and very rarely will they go on the far right side on that little ice ledge. And if you notice, very few people will spawn out there. So I'm just going to go ahead and call that the dead zone, because you will not see much action. The action primarily focuses on the far right side next to the bridge where you can fall off the map, and in the war room and the farther back areas of the map. This should be ending pretty quick here. Yeah, here we go. Just come down here and zoom in on the Black Ops spawn, since that is where I'm starting. As you can see, people who spawn in the Black Ops will tend to go straight ahead and straight into the war room. So if you're spawning on Spetsnaz, which is the other side of this map, you need to be aware of that. The people will probably be on the second floor of that room when you get in. Come around here. Alright. This is where I like to start off on Black Ops, the Black Ops side. Come up the right side and go down to this bridge, but not cross it. I don't want to cross that bridge because I run the risk of being hit, and there's very little cover out on that bridge. So I always want to go in through the building and come behind these barrels, because the barrels are indestructible. So when you come up this side, you always want to be behind cover, because all the cover on this is you can't fire through. Not like the thin plywood on firing range. This is the barrels that you can't, and they won't explode, just in case any of you were ever wondering. But this is where you want to be hiding from cover to cover as you push up the map. Try to get to that spawn. There are two main spawns on this map, which is where I showed you in the sky view. And if you push to, if most of your team is on one side, they will be spawning on the other side. It's called a spawn flip. And so this is a clip of what I love to do. I love to come up here next to this cover and attempt to pretty much spawn kill them. But that's all Summit is. It's just spawn killing. You need to memorize the spawns, and you can take out people. This is where I like to start on the Spetsnaz. Then, disclaimer again, this is what I like to do. This is in no means the perfect route. This is no means going to work for everyone. Some people like to patrol. I kind of like to come up to the sides of on the maps and spawn, take them out in their spawns. So you want to come up here and use that wall as your cover. And I like to place some motion sensors so I can tell who is on the second story of the war room. Always want to check behind you, just in case they've already been spawn flipped, because I've had matches where we've spawn flipped the team within the first 20 seconds. So this is where you want to hide behind this cover. Alright, this is where I would not recommend even being, much less patrolling, which is, you know, pretty much camping, but going from corner to corner and not staring at one place. I do not want to be here in building 1, simply because you can throw frags into this room because you have no wall, and you are expected to be there. There's a very easy place to be lured into camping, and people expect you, so they'll throw that frag. Your biggest threat is frags in that room, and you're next to a major spawn, so if a spawn flip happens, you probably will not survive. I highly recommend patrolling in the war room. You have a lot of lines of sight. You can see outside on that ice bridge, even on the ice ridge, even though very few people will spawn out there. You pretty much will have map control, since they have to come to you. There's a few ways past the war room, but the war room is the easiest way. Yeah, things to watch in this place is the lower stage, lower level of this room, because you can get in here and throw a couple frags up. Summit's very vertical level in this place. You can actually get into the war room by climbing up those modules, and I'll probably do another video on that. Here's some effective kill streaks. I wouldn't use the gunship on Summit, pretty much because everyone is in the bloody buildings. They do not want to run out and get hit by the chopper gunner. The chopper gunner or gunship, primarily the gunship here, you don't want to use, because the only time you'll get any good amount of kills is when your team has spawn flipped them into their new spawn and you're able to kill them before they run inside. What I would use here is a napalm blackbird attack dogs. Those attack dogs will just run around the corner and bite them in the ankles. The blackbird is useful for every map. Maybe not Nuketown, because you know where they're gonna be, but I would say you want to use blackbird for every map. And napalm, because when you throw a napalm down, and if you can put it at the right place, like across one of the two major spawns, you will force them to spawn flip to a better place where you can predict, and you can send them right down the middle of the map where a lot of people love to be. Here's an extra clip, a little fun clip I got a couple matches ago. Triple kill. It's just nice. Alright, thanks for watching. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so it's gonna be a little rough. I know I could probably included some different kinds of footage. If you have any recommendations, any tips, anything you want to learn more about Summit, or if you want any more information, please leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Peace.